everybody. Welcome back to another little episode with the Grizz. This is going to be a short one, a little bonus video for the week here. I did one last week, snuck one in on Monday or Tuesday. I just wanted to go over something when I posted a video on YouTube on Friday, and I mentioned about doing only a couple layers at a time on this big bench model over here, but I forgot to tell you the reason why. The reason why you don't want to lay 4, 5, 6 layers at one shot is because of the heat that's involved. When you're working on big pieces like this and you're going really thick, like there's an ectothermic reaction, right, with the resin. It's going to give off heat. The more layers and the more resin you got off, the more heat there's going to be. It can get really hot, and in fact so hot that it'll burn the glass and it'll burn your rubber, your latex or your urethane. How do I know that? Because I've done it. When I first started in this business and I did one, I thought, oh, I'll lay one up. I did 5 sections. I walked in the room, you could smell the heat in the air, and the thing was red hot and burnt a hole right into the rubber, into the latex, and that was ruined. So if you're doing big pieces like this, just a couple, maybe 3 at the max layers, and just leave it and do what I had said in between layers, give it a quick sand down, and you're ready to go. And so it takes you 2-3 days to get it finished. That's okay, it's no big deal. Rather be safe than ruin your piece that you worked so hard on. So anyway, just an update on here. The sides are all done. There are 6-7 layers deep on there. The other one's over there. Pull that off. Gonna put the last couple of layers. Last couple of layers on this guy. I've given it a sand. In the mornings I come in just before I start. You want to trim off any excess you have. It just kind of gets in your way when you're laying your glass in if you have all this nonsense sticking up there. So how I've been laying it in is I go one course with pieces about this size. I'm laying them in. I pre-wet and I lay them in. Goes about 6 of those long, and then I go after that 1 layer with a full sheet inside. I do pre-wet. Everybody knows how I like to pre-wet the glass. You don't have to. You can also put it in there and put your resin in and soak it down that way. How do you pre-wet? Here's my table over here. Usually I have a little station on my other table, but this is right next door. So it's a melamine table. Whoops, and I just with a brush or a rag, just brush on a little bit of your release wax. And after you're done, after the stuff's all kicked off, the resin, you've got your stuff on the table, it just pops off. Just with you can get these things at any hardware store. They all carry them. It's just a little scraper with a big blade in it, and you just run the length of the table, and the glass or the fiberglass resin will just pop right off. You don't have to worry about it. So that's why I like working with melamine. It's easy to clean up after. So anyway, that's it for this quick little video. A little tip, I just wanted to make sure I got it out there, why not to do the layers. So it's the heat, so be careful out there, gang. Anyways, have yourselves a good one. See you on Friday.